So outside of us jumping in here just to play around with Riverside a bit, because we're thinking about doing some live streaming and having the platform manage that, a little bit more flexibility here with Riverside, I would say, just because there's an actual mobile app that, I assume would also allow me to host or produce, or whatever their terminology is, an actual Riverside session, as opposed to just being able to join as we can with Clean Feed. So that's a bonus. But some accessibility issues on Mac OS and Chrome. Could be VoiceOver, could be Riverside. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Thing for me to learn how to JavaScript on Windows to improve efficiency.
And Mike's going to start writing JavaScript so he can, become more efficient. It's going to take him, 45 days to learn it. And
to be able to just press the mute button or something.
He'll be super efficient.
But because those skills can be transferred.
Because pressing, Alt F, nope, not Alt F, Control F, and then searching for it is that's not very efficient. But you are right; those skills could be transferred for sure. Learning to JavaScript is a valuable thing. Maybe you could take a course on that or something. It is interesting that there's no courses. Like, I was about to say, maybe you could take a course, and then I was like, wait, no, LinkedIn Learning doesn't have that. But it is Demasi and Michael. We will be back with a new show that is coming soon.
Not ready to announce the name because someone will steal it from us.
Nope, we're not announcing any names. We're not even announcing any fixed dates because, number one, Demasi forgot to email some people today that he needs to do as soon as we get out of here.
Yes.
But we're also not announcing dates until we get everything together. But a new show will be coming with some changes, some tweaks based off what we have learned, and also things that we would like to incorporate. Actually, a couple of new things coming down the pipe, for sure, including the Unmute Show. So, Mike, you want to tell people about that?
Yeah, so on Tuesdays for about the last 2 months or so, a friend of the show, myself and Demasi, named Marty, and I put together a Unmute Presents call. So it got started because Whole Foundation, which is an organization that I do some work for, was paying me to do some work for them on a regular basis. One of the things Marty and I wanted to do, though, is go out on our own so we have some flexibility of how we want to put things together and when we want to present. And we were each presenting about twice a month, and it turns out that now we're both more comfortable with the format that we've put together, where we're publishing content. Well, we're hosting ACB community calls on Zoom every Tuesday. Those ACB community calls are being turned into podcasts when Michael remembers to edit them. Usually it's almost right away, and I have a template in Reaper that I've put together with markers that when I remember to turn on announce markers, I can listen to the audio and know where everything is. But I'm using this template and editing our podcast, taking out the long pauses or can you hear me, or am I unmuted, and just getting into the questions, which about 45 minutes a week. And once I do that, I send it over to ACB Media, and then they publish it into the ACB Community podcast feed. And you can join us live on Tuesdays. We'll give you more information in a couple of minutes on how to do that. On September 13th, though, we are hosting... well, I guess I should take a quick step back. So most of it is a Q&A. You bring your tech questions. I jokingly tell people I'll pretend like I know the answers, which a lot of things is things that we know the answers to, or either one of us can grab our phone and Google it while we're talking to the people, which is good. And if we don't know those answers, then we have an email just for people to follow up with. But we decided about once every 6 weeks or so to have a guest speaker. So our first one on September 13th is Diane from Blind Shell USA. And she's going to come and talk about the Blind Shell phone and answer your questions if you have them. So I don't have a good transition to get into you.
Well, I was trying to get something else to come up in my brain other than that Diane's going to show up to do this and that supposedly answers people's questions, and Michael's going to end up answering most of the questions, but she's not going to know.
If you are curious about that, I'll link in wherever the show goes to the show where Diane came and talked on Talking Tech. There's too many. I got to change my AMI segment name. There's too many Talking Tech shows.
Too many Talking Tech shows. So, yeah, follow up. We will have a link for you to follow to get more information at yourownpay.com/DM.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
No. I mean, I missed that beginning. What you were just talking about. What are we trying to find?
I was going to say people can go to yourownpay.com/DM, and I was trying to come up with what the hell are we going to name this because I figured we were just dropping in the DM feed.
Just go to yourownpay.com and it'll be one of the more recent episodes.
There you go. Yourownpay.com.
Don't overcomplicate it. It'll be the first or second heading.
There you go. Or if you opt in on yourownpay.com to the newsletter, Mike sends out notifications about things that he is doing, including the Unmute show.
Ooh, thank you for the reminder. So do we just want to throw the ad in and go from there? Because I don't have anything else.
Yeah, so I'll run us out. So we are still on Twitter at the same places. He's at Payown, Payowyn. I'm still at Damashe, Damashe. The show is still at the DM series. And we'll keep that Twitter account alive at least for a little while. But we are always going to be on Twitter as who we are at the moment. So feel free to tweet at us. We're both using Spring, which means I will probably get notifications about it. Provided nothing is going on weird with this beta. But stay tuned. We will drop more updates here as we're doing more things for the people that remain subscribed to the DM series feed and let you know when that new show launches. But really, what you want to do is go to yourownpay.com and just drop your name and email in the box that appears there. And that way you'll get notified as soon as we decide to publish anything about anything. Because Mike drops everything into the newsletter when he posts it.
And it's all kind of got merged together and stuff. So, yeah.
So join in there. Let us, so that we can let you know when this new show is launching so you can check it out for sure. But other than that, thanks for giving us a little bit of your time today as we played around with Riverside. And Michael talked to you a little bit about what the Unmute show is and where that project can be found. And here is a advertisement giving you more details and information about the upcoming interview with Blind Shell on September 13th.
Hey, this is Marty from Unmute Presents, and we're here to let you know about a special event we're having on September 13th. Michael, why don't you let them know what we're doing?
Sure, Marty. We're going to be talking about the Blind Shell Classic 2, and Diane from Blind Shell USA will be available to answer your questions about this accessible push-button phone. If you're interested in learning more about the Blind Shell Classic 2, send an email to community@acb.org and let them know that you're interested in the Unmute call. Marty, when's that happening again?
Tuesday, September 13th, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And we'll see you there.
Go home. It's over. Get out of here.
And then I'll drop Nicholas in right there.
This is a Payown Media production.